to a new video. In today's video, I'm going to be making some Christmas bauble nails. I know, just don't. But I'm so excited. Right, I've got some Madam Glam gel polish. I'm using Mahalo, I don't know how you say it, but it's this gorgeous blue, and this is going to be the background colour on all of our nails, although I do 4. I'm only going to do 3 for this. It's not even a set. It's like, yeah. So 1 coat over all the nails, give it a cure in your LED lamp, and then we're going to do 2 coats. Two. This is the Madam Glam base coat. We are going to put a little bit of this on our palette. Blop, blop. There we go. Not too much, just a little bit. Then we're going to use Madam Glam's application brush. This is like a gel brush. It's very, very handy. There we go, look, it's nice. It's little ovaled bristles. Then from Nail Sugar, I'm going to use the Dazzle Glitter. I don't know if they're called I think they're glitter they were called glitter pixels at one point. I don't know whether on the website they're called glitter pixels or just Dazzle Glitter. But anyway, I've put some of that using my application brush. I just pick up a little bit of base coat and spread it on the nail. I mean, this is such a thin amount. And then I'm just like sprinkling or trying to spread some of those glitter pixels across the nail. I mean, you can see I haven't got much. It's just like a nice little smidge all over the nails, and we're going to matte top coat, and it's going to look like little tiny, I've just got it everywhere, it's going to look like little tiny like stars in the night sky, but I don't know really what I was going for. But the Dazzle Glitter Pixels are, in my opinion, something that should be a staple in your Nail Sugar collection. So you can get 10% off using my code NATMUG10. And then I've got this 3D sculpture gel that I've had for ages from Nao, and I've started using this again. And I went to look on their website because, as you can see, I'm running out, but they don't do it anymore, so I'm quite sad. Anyway, I've got enough that's gonna make quite a nice sized bauble. You want to push it down onto the nail enough that it will stick. We're going to cure it in a minute, but you want it to still be nice and rounded. You don't want it to be like a flat 3D, if you know what I mean. Then I think it needs a 60-second cure. I cured it for 60 seconds just to be on the safe side because it's quite a big blob. Then this is Madam Glam gel polish called the Strip. You can get 30% off anything from Madam Glam using my code NATMUG30. I completely cover the bauble, and then I give it 30 seconds in the LED lamp, and then I give it another cure because it still looked a little bit patchy, and then I'm going to go over it then with a velvet matte top coat over the whole thing. You can keep it shiny. You can put some no wipe top coat on if you want. I forgot to hit record, but I put some, this is the Madam Glam gold gel paint, and I had put some little lines on the bauble. You want to curve them so it makes the bauble look 3D still. Like, yeah, I'll try and explain in a minute on the next one. But on this one, we're gonna create a little like bow, but I'm using some little metal embellishment things. I don't know what you call them. I'm using not Madam Glam's, Nalchemy's Crystal Totalist Gem Glue because it's nice and thick. And on the top of the bauble, I'm going to put one of these big caviar beads. I've got some caviar beads of different sizes and it's great. And then I've got these little metal embellishments that are like little teardrops. And I thought these could be the actual, like, I don't know what you call them, the curved bits of the bow, just like that. Oh, I love it, it's so cute. And then I'm going to give it 60 seconds in the lamp. To hang the bauble from, I thought I'd use this. I've had this for a little while. This is called Cup Chain, and it's available from Crystal Parade. I don't know whether I can't remember if these are vintage Swarovski crystals in here. That was from my dinner, sorry. I don't know if these are vintage Swarovski crystals or vintage Preciosa. I can't speak, I'm not sure, but we're going to use this. They've got lots of this on the website, and you can use it to embellish like costumes and stuff as well, not just nails, or you can use it in your crafts. It's very, I don't know what you call it, very versatile, that's the word. I'm just going to cut off any like sharp bits. It wasn't sharp, it was just a sticky outy bit. I don't want that to be sticky outy on the nail, so I'm just going to snip that bit off. And then I'm going to put some gem glue on from the top of the bauble going all the way up to the cuticle end of the nail if you're doing this on a client, you'll probably need a bit more than that, because I was a little bit shy with it. But that is, yeah, you might need a little bit more, because it was, when I put it on, I was like, oh, it's actually quite a lot bigger than I thought. But just for the sake of the video, I'm going to place those onto that line of gem glue. Make sure it's nice and straight, and then I will shove that in the lamp for 60 seconds, and that's going to be our first dangly bauble with gold stripes. Oh, I love it, I love it. Right, so we're going to get some more of this 3D sculpting gel. I need to get some more of this stuff. If anyone can recommend any from anywhere that's not too expensive, shout me out down below, please. I will love you forever. It's got to be this is not really sticky, this stuff. It's not sticky at all, which is nice, so I can mold it with my fingers, even though you're not supposed to hold uncured product with your naked skin, because it causes reactions, or it can cause an allergic reaction if you do it often. So do as I say, not as I do. Wear gloves. Right, this is Riverwalk gel polish from Madam Glam. You can use their Perfect White. I just used this one because it was to hand. So I'm going to put some little snow icicle things. But when you put it on, when you draw this on, you want to make sure it curves to the bauble as well. Because if you do these lines coming straight down, you'll lose that kind of 3D look. I hope you know what I mean. I'm not very good at describing what I mean, but I'm just going to put enough of this on. It looks so cute. I love it so much. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the clear acrylic. This is just some clear acrylic. You can use clear dip powder. You could use that. That would do the job, I'm sure. I'm going to use clear acrylic. And then what's going to happen is, when I finally get there, we're going to scoop some of that clear acrylic powder up and place it onto the uncured gel polish. The gel polish will suck up the powder and it will start to go matte. So if you sprinkle some on, leave it for a few seconds and just wait and see if you can see any shiny areas come up. If it goes shiny, you need to sprinkle some more acrylic powder on. And then you can give it a 30-second cure, but I like to give it a double cure just to be on the safe side, and then dust off the excess acrylic powder on the nail, and you've got like this nice embossed matte look. By the way, you can do shiny baubles. I just done mine matte because you know what I'm like. I added the same little bow on the top with the metallic embellishments. I don't know where I got the caviar beads. Were from AliExpress. I got some different coloured ones. I don't know where the nail art wheel was from though, so sorry. But again, right, here we go. We're going to plop that on. Oh no, we're not. Look, we're doing a line of caviar beads here. So this one is not going to dangle from crystals. This one's going to dangle from caviar beads, and they're very fiddly. So I did fast forward because it did take me quite a while to sort it out. But there we go. We got there eventually. Right, this one I decided to add some little, I actually do this on all the nails in the end. I just added 3 little dots of Madam Glam's white gel paint, and then using my fine detailer brush, you don't need any product in your brush to do this. You just start off with a dry brush, and then you go from the middle of the dot and you go up, down, left and right, and it just makes like little stars. It's so cute. I love these in the winter. There we go. And then 2 on each, well, 1 on each side, should I say. There we go. And then because this is that Madam Glam's gel paint doesn't have a tacky layer, so I don't need to top coat that again. I can just leave it as it is, which is great. And they need 60 seconds, the gel paints, in an LED lamp. Right, this bauble, I've done the same with the sculpting gel. I'm going to make this one gold. I absolutely love this gold gel paint. There we go. I've completely covered it in 1 coat. 60 seconds in the lamp. It's not tacky, so I don't have to top coat it, which is great. And then this one, I'm going to do some swirls. I was worried that the swirls would make it not look 3D, like not look curved and round, but I think because the baubles are quite big, they still look round, which is great. But I thought I'd leave this whole thing in. I was going to fast forward a bit, but I am fast forward. This is sped up is what I'm trying to say, but I was going to cut some of the video out, but I wanted you to see how I made the swirls. I'm literally just doing a swirl, and then I'm gonna like sort of flick it off. You don't even have to go all the way under the bauble, just mainly the kind of the top bit that you'll see. And I end up doing about 4 of these little swirls, and I'm doing this with I'm pretty sure I've done this with the gel polish, because whatever I used here was on my palette, and I'm sure I put the gel polish on my palette. I wouldn't have put gel paint on my palette, because I usually dip my brush. If I'm using gel paint, I will dip my brush straight into the pot. So this is the gel polish. And fortunately, it didn't run too far. Sometimes gel polish can spread out and make your lines a bit thicker, whereas I didn't. Yeah, I thought it was okay with this one. See, those are the 4 swirls. Then I'm going to grab the dotting tool, Madame Glam. If you haven't seen Madame Glam's tools, do check them out. I'm finding them very useful. I'm finding I'm using them a lot lately, which is really good. So yeah, I like it a lot. There we go. A few little dots on that. And then I'm not going to cure this. I'm going to sprinkle this, because I've got the nice gold shiny gel paint underneath, and I thought I would have the little swirls embossed and matte because yes, why not? So we're going to let the gel polish soak up the acrylic powder, and then when it stays matte, I will shove it in the lamp for a 60-second cure. We're going to brush off the excess, and then we're going to give it a little bow like so. You'll have to let me know down below which is your favourite bauble. Right, this one, I did start to use Madame Glam's striper brush, but it's got quite a few more bristles in it than I thought it would have. So I do swap over to my detailer brush. I wanted to make a nice thin line here. So again, I'm using Madame Glam's white gel paint for this. Then I'm going to take the dotting tool. If you don't have crystals, just do like some little dots. I like dots, they're quite cute. I ended up doing 3 dots. If you do have crystals, pretend I didn't do this because I'm going to cover it up. I grabbed some. These are some little SS5 Swarovski crystals in clear that I've got in my crystal kit. You can't get Swarovski crystals anymore, so I'm trying to kind of not get rid of, but use up all my old Swarovski crystals so that I can concentrate on like more on my Preciosa, because I love Preciosa. However, they do last quite a while. I don't use them that often, that I get rid of them very quickly. So look, I put 5 crystals on that, and I cured it for 60 seconds. And then I end up putting these stars on all of them, so I'll show you a quick close-up. Here they are. I absolutely love these. I'm sorry if those of you don't like Christmas have to put up with this for a little while, but I love it. So anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave me a like. If you haven't already, do consider subscribing. It is completely free. Websites and discount codes will be down below. God bless. Love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Love you. Bye.